E agora, eu ando a dizer há muito tempo que sem regulamentação não acontecia nada, certo? Ouçam este vídeo.
I want to ask you about the ETF market while we have you here. We don't get Nelson here that often, so I want to pick your brains. This is one of the many things in your portfolio is to make sure the NASDAQ ETF business continues to do well. It seems to me there's two big trends here. One is the cryptocurrency trend. The cryptocurrency ETFs, the biggest, I mean, I don't know if it's the most successful launch ever, but 150 billion in assets in 1 year is pretty darn good. You have IBIT, which is the biggest one out there, is listed on NASDAQ, right? The BlackRock ETF. Give us some riff on that, if you.
Antes de ouvirmos, repararam que ninguém falou só em Bitcoin. Só vos digo isso. Em cryptocurrency. Ninguém falou em Bitcoin. Vamos ouvir agora.
Will. And then the other trend I see is sort of option-based ETFs in general. But talk about crypto first.
You know, we're still obviously big proponents of the active market, so I think there's still a lot more money in active assets, but more new money going into ETF assets. That's very clear. 2 out of every $3 is moving in that direction. So we just continue to see demand for ETFs being built by NASDAQ. It's not just NASDAQ though. There's other big providers out there. So I just think we are continuing to see this trend of passive, but you need to have active to marry that so you don't end up being too concentrated just in active. I think we're in a unique moment in time to say how does active continue to have a role. So you do have moments like a whole sector gets developed around something like digital or crypto, and now potentially having more clarity on the rules of what it actually is going to be.
Do you anticipate we will? I mean, we keep waiting for this grand piece of legislation for years now. That it seems more real now. The possibility.
It feels as real as ever. So just being over at the World Economic Forum, there's a lot of the players in the digital space, but then you start talking of the institutional side, the banks saying, well, if there's rule clarity, we're going to be more active in the space. So I think it certainly feels like to us, their mandate from the top saying there's going to be more clarity is coming.
Quem é que vos anda a dizer há um ano que os bancos e as instituições estão à espera da regulamentação? Vocês ouviram agora da boca do presidente do Nasdaq a dizer que não, o apetite institucional está cá, os bancos querem, mas estamos a aguardar pela clareza regulatória que finalmente vai aparecer.